A senior administration official says President Obama and Russian leader Vladimir Putin spoke on the phone late today about the upheaval in Ukraine. Opposition leaders have reached a deal with Ukraine's president for early elections and a new government. Senior foreign affairs correspondent Émi Kэлlog is in Moscow again for us tonight.
The hardcore were still manning their barricades today, and the crucial question is, will the deal struck overnight be enough? It calls for a restriction on presidential powers by way of bringing back the 2004 Constitution, the formation of an interim government, and elections by December.
Why be happy? About elections in December? Nothing has changed and nothing has been resolved, while our brothers and sisters will lie in the ground. There is no cause for joy. We are ready to continue our struggle, and will do so.
A European Union foreign minister involved in brokering the deal between Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych and the opposition was overheard telling protesters it was the best they were going to get. The alternative would be martial law. With so much at stake, there was momentum. The parliament moved swiftly today to vote in the new constitution and replace the interior minister.
This is a crucial decision about the cancellation of the dictatorship authorities of President Yanukovych. This decision has returned the power to the Ukrainian parliament, elected by the Ukrainian people.
The White House had this to say.
We welcome the cessation of violence, and we welcome the agreements that have been reached, and the measures that have been passed through the parliament. We're still at an implementation stage, and we monitor this very closely.
Still, the situation across the country remains fragile. Police from western Ukraine abandoned their posts and joined the protesters in Kiev. And there are still the wounded, whom volunteers have been helping to treat in makeshift assistance centers. And the dead, like this journalist shot earlier in the week, are left to bury. While stock markets went up, there was a crazy run on currency today.
I'm here because of panic, but how panic started, I don't know.
There is the damage that has been done to the capital center, which looked like this before November.
Brett, the deal also calls for an inquiry into the violence and the deaths. Now, the parliament today also voted to give amnesty to all of those protesters who have been detained, and it voted for the freeing of jailed opposition politician Yulia Tymoshenko. As for the Russians, Brett, while they weren't actually signatories to the deal last night, they were at the table, and the White House today very publicly praised their efforts in helping to bring about the ceasefire. Brett.
Émi Kэлlog live early Saturday morning in Moscow. Émi, thank you. The jail